When most people travel, they're pretty much always in vacation mode. They have a lot of fun, but they're not making any money. When I travel, I'm very rarely in vacation mode. I'm always placing trades. If I have to place trades, I'm always doing something. I'm always working on building my future. And that's something that I think is pretty powerful. So today I want to share with you my trading and traveling routine. Things I do when I'm on the road, traveling, or in a plane or something. And I don't have a lot of time for trading. I cannot like spend there hours, look at the chart. I have to be quick, I have to do things like in a fast manner. I have this routine that's for me the bare minimum, things I do like no matter what when I travel. And I'll share with you that right now. So today I'm in Bangkok. Well, we'll take a step back to when I was traveling to Zurich on the way to Montreal, Canada. So let's get right there. Alright, so the first thing I do when I arrive to a new country, wherever that is I'll check on the time and the news. Now this is especially important when you're in a different time zone. Let's say a couple of days ago I left at 11 p.m. to go to Zurich and I landed there at around 6 or 7 a.m. So quite confusing. Like you gotta be able to remember the times. So I always check on like what time is it? Is it like, are we in the London session? Then I can kind of adjust what I'm looking at basically for the market. I want to make sure that if you have any big moves or any big news coming up, and I want to make it clear that I don't trade the news myself, but at least I am there and I kind of see what's happening and I know where we are in the time frame. I know like especially is it a weekend or not today. Sometimes you might leave on a Thursday, but then you arrive to your destination 2 days later on a Saturday. So you need to be aware of these things. Quick check, doesn't take much time. It takes me about like 2-3 minutes to look at the news, look at what's going on, maybe scroll a little bit on Twitter to find out what's going on in the markets overall, and just a kind of perspective there for me to look at. That will also allow me to see if I have to focus more on cryptos or Forex or something else on that day specifically. Second thing I do is I go through all the pairs. Now you know I follow about 15 pairs in Forex and a couple of cryptos and a few indices, like very basic stuff. But still I have to go through all of them. So I will open my trading view, my charts. I scroll down through all of the pairs I follow and all the indices and everything. And I look at any setup, any trade I got to place, any trades I missed during my flight or in the past day or so. And I'll kind of want to have a brief. Then if I see anything there, I'll add it to my journal later, which we'll come back to in a few minutes. But I just want to kind of go through all the pairs I follow, see if there's any setup coming in, anything I need to be aware of, any levels I gotta check. Especially if I were to day trade, I have a specific day trading strategy for the Tokyo session that I look at sometimes when I have enough time to trade it. So I might look at some levels in the Asian pairs, especially the Australian dollar, Japanese yen. This is a pair I follow a lot for my day trading, so I might look at those levels. Doesn't mean I'll place a trade now in between two flights, but at least I know what's happening. And I can still look at the market and build my experience, so pretty useful. Then, number 3, what I'll do is I'll set alerts. Any alert I need to have about the level, about a breakout for my day trading strategy of a zone, anything I need to look at, I'll set alerts on TradingView. It's very simple. You right click on the platform, you choose set alert. You can choose an alert at any level. You can look at also some indicators. If I see a Bollinger Band reversal setup coming in, which is what I trade primarily, these Bollinger Band reversals, I can set an alert for when the setup appears on the chart. So I'll be able to know if I'm like between two coffees, between two planes, to look at the chart, maybe take a trade, maybe have the algo take the trades for me, but at least I know what's happening in the market. So these alerts are really useful. Sometimes they'll be triggered like right away and a few minutes later. Sometimes it's going to be triggered like 2-3 days later. It doesn't matter, at least these are there and I know when I have to pay attention to the charts. And it's going to remind me whether I'm on the plane or somewhere else to look back at the chart. Now the fourth thing I do is I look at my algos. Now you know I have 2 algos running. Part of the Algo Nation project I've been launching a couple of weeks ago. And these algos run pretty much 24/7. I don't stop them that much. Have some pretty strict filters for them so they take only the trades I want to take. Only when the strategy is conducive to work. So they don't take like every possible setup in the market, but only the ones that are likely to work. And that saves me a lot of time. But I do want to be able to go back and see that there's nothing wrong with them. I will open the VPS that I use for that, which is a virtual private server. That's pretty much running MT4 on the algo 24/7. Then I'll go back. I'll see if all the algos are on the chart properly. Sometimes MT4 is weird. They kind of remove the algo from the chart for no reason. So you gotta put them back on sometimes. Sometimes the settings change. You gotta just verify this. So it's a good habit to daily or like every 2 days at least to go back, look at your algos, make sure everything is running fine. Because you don't want to be in a place where you miss trades for like 2 or 3 weeks because you forgot to look at your algo. So I do this pretty much every day, sometimes every 2 days. But it's just a good habit to do. Then I can see if any trades were taken, anything I need to look at, if the trades were wrong or something. and I can just have a quick kind of monitoring of my algos that way. I don't do anything there to place trades. It's just for me to look at and to see what's going on with these algos. Okay, and the fifth thing I do, and this is like really a short routine, but this is really crucial, this last part, is I add all my trades to my journal. I only do this when I close trades. So if I've closed any trades in the past like couple of hours when I look at the chart, the trades that I didn't put in my journal yet, I'll add them to my journal. Now, why do I do this? It's very simple. It's because I want to be able to track my trades. I want to see what worked, what didn't work. Sometimes I make mistakes, like every trader in the world. You have times where you forget something, you make a wrong trade, you have the wrong parameters, you exit at the wrong time. These are things you have to track when you trade manually. And you want to make sure you have a place to monitor that and a place to store this information. These good trades, these bad trades, which I'll try to leave below a post that I've done a couple of days ago about these good trades, bad trades, how to classify your trades. That's pretty much what I do in my journal on a daily basis. So really crucial for me. I'll add the trade, I'll write a simple comment, then I'm pretty much good to go. That day when I was traveling, I didn't have any trades open when I was traveling, so there was no trade closed when I got to my chart. But in most cases, I'll have maybe one trade, maybe two trades that I have to put in my journal, and then I'll do that right away. I might just even go back to my journal and like review it for fun. Look at the best trades, look at the worst trades, and then kind of have some focus on what I need to do to get better. And that's something that's pretty useful to get better and improve. Alright, so like I said, this is a short routine. It takes me maybe like 20 minutes maximum to go through all these things. And it's just a way to kind of keep track of things when you travel. I don't do this all the time every day when I'm at home. When I'm at home, it's a bit more complex. I'll do a couple more things to my routine to make it better. But this is a short one when I travel. Things that I have to do that are essential and that I can do pretty much no matter where I am in the world. Even if I got 1 hour or 20 hours to wait for a plane or whatever. So quick routine there. Hope you can take some tips from this. Again, this is my routine. It could be different for you. And I don't like these routines when you have like 20 different things to do and that are complex and stuff. Like you're not gonna meditate if you're traveling and you're not gonna do yoga in the airport. I don't think so. So that is what for me works. Now it could be different for you, of course. Leave me your thoughts below in the comment section. What is your routine when you travel? Do you trade when you travel or not? I'm curious to hear your comments there. Subscribe if it's not done yet. I would love to be able to give you value on a daily basis. I try to publish these videos like this 3 to 4 times a week. And I'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon. Ciao.